Hello everyone, my name is Cucumber Boy and today I'm going to be reading one of my favourite books called Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. Chapter 5 The Dementor. Tom woke Harry next morning with his usual toothless grin and a cup of tea. Harry got dressed and was just persuading a disgruntled Hedwig to get back into her cage when Ron banged his way into the room, pulling a sweatshirt over his head and looking irritable. The sooner we get on the train, the better, he said. At least I can get away from Percy at Hogwarts. Now he's accusing me of dripping tea on his photo of Penelope Clearwater. You know, Ron, grimaced his girlfriend. She's hidden her face under the frame because her nose has gone all blotchy. I've got something to tell you, Harry began, but they were interrupted by Fred and George, who looked into congratulating Ron on infuriating Percy again. They headed down to breakfast, where Mr. Weasley was reading the front page of the Daily Prophet with a furrowed brow, and Mrs. Weasley was telling Hermione and Ginny about a love potion she'd made as a young girl. All three of them were rather giggly. What were you saying? Ron asked Harry as they sat down. Later, Harry muttered, as Percy stormed in. Harry had no chance to speak to Ron or Hermione in the chaos of leaving. They were too busy heaving all their trunks down the leaky cauldron's narrow staircase and piling them up near the door. With Hedwig's and Herm's, Percy's screeched owl perched on top on their cages, a small wickerwork screech owl perched on top of their cages, splitting loudly. It's all right, Crookshanks, Hermione coughed through the wick. I'll let you out on the train. You won't, snapped Ron. What about poor Scabbers, hey? He pointed at his chest with a large lump, indicated that Scabbers was curled up in the pocket. Mrs. Weasley, who had been outside waiting for the ministry car, stuck her head inside. There, he said. Harry, come on. Mr. Weasley marched Harry across the short stretch of pavement towards the first two old-fashioned dark green cars, each of which were driven by a futile-looking wizard wearing a suit of emerald velvet. In you get, Harry, said Mr. Weasley, glancing up and down the crowded streets. I'm sorry. Harry got into the back of the car and was shortly joined by Hermione and Ron to discuss Percy. The journey to King's Cross was very uneventful compared to Henry's trip on the night bus. The Ministry of Magic car seemed almost ordinary though. Harry noticed